This film story is about a couple who used to travel to different beautiful places for their YouTube channel, giving reviews about the houses built there. They ran a channel called Superhost. Their channel was very famous before, but slowly their subscriber count and the number of people watching their videos were decreasing. Their situation was very bad. In the next video, Teddy asks his wife Claire to give him a ring. Their next destination was a beautiful house built on the mountains. They had wanted to go there for a month, but that house was always booked. This time, however, they managed to get it. Now Teddy and Claire arrive inside the house and try to open the door, but the password on the main door was not working. Claire tries to open it again and again, but it doesn't open. They call the owner of the house, but her phone was unreachable. That's why they both come outside and start making videos for their channel. They were both recording when suddenly, the owner of the house, Rebecca, came up behind them. Both of them were scared of her because her way of laughing was very scary. She tells them, "I have seen you with my security camera." They tell her that the house door is not opening even with the password, to which she replies, "Oh yes, I remember. The people who came to the house first didn't want to leave at all, so because of them, I had to change the code and forgot to give you the new one. Come on, let's go inside." She puts in the code and opens the door. That house was as beautiful as Claire and Teddy had heard. Here, Teddy started looking around the house, and Claire takes out her camera and starts interviewing the owner, Rebecca, but she refuses. Claire tells her, "Maybe you should know that we are YouTubers, so you can give us your interview, and if you tell us about yourself, maybe our subscribers will also increase." Claire convinced Rebecca for the interview. Now she starts making her video. Just then, Teddy comes there and tells Rebecca that the bathroom flush is not working. She says, "Tomorrow morning I will fix it with some tools." Saying this, she leaves. Now, after she leaves, Claire and Teddy start recording the video of the house. They record everything from the bed to the inside of the oven. But at the same time, they also point out some strange things about the house. For example, there is no curtain on any window, there are security cameras, and a room was made for a cat even though there is no cat. And it is written outside the storage room, "You cannot go inside here." These two make all the videos, but when they watch it later, Claire does not like it. But still, she tells Teddy to upload it. But the signal was a little weak there, so their video was taking time to upload. Just then, they both go to the balcony and talk about their bad situation. Teddy says, "Whatever the situation, we will always be together." And then they go to sleep. Claire had slept, but Teddy could not sleep, so he gets up and watches the video on the laptop, which had not been uploaded yet. Then he goes to the balcony for some fresh air. But then he sees Rebecca standing in the middle of the road. Her eyes were shining in the dark. Standing far away, she was waving her hand to Teddy. But then Claire comes there. When Teddy looks at the road again, Rebecca was missing. Seeing all this, he was feeling a little weird. He gets worried. Anyway, they went to sleep again. In the morning, Teddy got a message from YouTube. His channel was shut down. Claire says, "Maybe because of the video we made about this house yesterday, our channel must have been shut down." Claire calls the YouTube helpline. But that's when Rebecca came there to fix the bathroom flush. Despite seeing Claire talking on the phone, she starts talking to her. Claire says, "I am very busy, you go inside and talk to Teddy." Now Rebecca comes inside and starts fixing the flush in the bathroom. When it wasn't getting fixed, Rebecca was working with a lot of anger. Looking at her, it seemed as if she was very angry and her attitude was like a crazy person. But when Teddy came, she was absolutely fine. She tells him, "I am ashamed that you are having to face difficulties here. Please don't say anything wrong about my house on your YouTube channel." Saying this, she leaves. Then Teddy and Claire go to the jungle. Claire tells him, "Our channel is going to be shut down, and despite that, we are making videos. This is not smart. We should quit this job." On which Teddy says, "Claire, I like making videos with you. I don't do all this for money." But she says they should go back. After saying so much, she left him and came back home. She comes home and checks all the pictures she took, in which she notices that Rebecca's face was looking a little scary and strange in every video. The same night, when the two were sleeping, their eyes open with a strange noise coming from outside. When they go and check, there was no one outside. Claire tells Teddy to look at the alarm. That was also fine. He then hears sounds from the bathroom. When Teddy goes to check, he finds someone's fake teeth there. And the flush in the bathroom was also fixed. All these things now felt very strange to him. Anyway, he goes back to sleep. When they wake up in the morning, they get a message from YouTube, in which there was news of his channel being restored. After reading that message, his mood was a little better. When he goes down, he sees Rebecca making breakfast for both of them. She says, "You had to face a lot of trouble in my house. That's why I thought I should make you a delicious breakfast." After this, Claire and he have breakfast together. Claire really likes Rebecca's breakfast. She started to like everything now. She jokingly thanks Rebecca by looking at the camera. Then the camera says, "Most welcome." She is surprised to hear this. They realize that Rebecca was not only looking at them but also listening to them. In their next video, both of them wanted to talk about their crazy hostess, Rebecca. But Claire says, "She must be listening to us." That's why Teddy turns off the camera there. When they restart the video, a stone falls from the window, which was about to hit Teddy. When they both go out and look, there was a woman there, who was the second owner of this house. She says to them, "Because of you, the demand for our house has decreased in the market because you had said bad things about our house. That's why I had shut down your channel too." That's when Rebecca comes there. That woman tells her, "They are ruining our business." But Rebecca was not ready to listen to her. That's why she threatens her. She shouts at that woman a lot, saying, "You go from here, or else I will call the police." That's why that woman goes away from there in fear. After she left, Rebecca says to them, "I have some free time. If you both want, you can take my interview." Rebecca gets a little worried sitting in front of the camera. But she was fine after a loud scream. When Teddy asks her a question, she says that this house belongs to her dad. And she believes that this house should not remain empty. That's why she keeps renting this house. "And I live in a small house nearby so that I can keep an eye on this house. I miss that old couple the most who had kept me with them." She started crying after telling this. That's why Teddy also has to stop the interview here. When Claire and Teddy were watching the video at night, Claire says, "Don't you think that Rebecca talks like a crazy person? And I think we should make more videos of her. People will like her madness." Saying this, she goes to sleep. After a while, we see Rebecca from the window. She was looking at them in anger. Looking at her, it felt like she was able to hear everything Claire and Teddy said. The next morning when they go for a walk in the jungle again, Teddy tells Claire to turn off the camera and says, "I love you very much." She says, "Then tell me this in front of everyone." But Teddy was angry with her for this, because he didn't want to tell the whole world about his life on social media. That's why he was going back home. When he starts going, Claire stops him. She says, "Forgive me, I was wrong. You think right." After this, when they both go home, they see their laptop lying on the floor. Rebecca's interview was playing, and there was a letter nearby. Teddy finds all this strange. He says to Claire, "There is something strange in this house. We should leave here." But Claire was not ready to go. She says, "Teddy, please. Let's stay here for a few more days. We will make very good videos here." But as soon as the security camera turns towards them with a sound, she also changes her mind. And they both run, grab all their stuff, and sit in the car. Coming out of there, they thought themselves safe. But when they go a little further, they see Rebecca standing in the middle of the road, because of which they have to stop their car. She wasn't too worried to see them going. In fact, she says to them, "You guys bring the camera with me a little ahead. I want to give you a surprise." Teddy didn't want to go with her. But Claire says, "Let's go. We will get some more videos of Rebecca on this pretext. If our views increase, then we won't even need to borrow from anyone." So now they both take their camera and go behind her. Now, at the beginning of the video, Rebecca speaks exactly the same as Claire and Teddy used to say. As they were going behind Rebecca, she was jumping in the jungle in a dangerous and strange way. Then she starts scaring them by laughing like a crazy person. Finally, they reached the place where Rebecca had kept a surprise for them. And the thing that surprised them was the second owner of the house, who was tied up by Rebecca. Her hands and feet were tied up, and there was tape on her face. Now Rebecca takes out a knife and tells Claire to make a video. And she says, "I am sorry for this, that you both didn't have much fun here. That's why this is a surprise for you." First, she takes off her jacket and hangs it on a tree. And then, apologizing to the second owner, she pierces the knife on her face. And then she keeps stabbing her in the stomach, because of which she died. Seeing all this, Claire and Teddy were so scared that they run away from there. Rebecca was recording herself in their camera like a crazy person. And then she follows them and runs after them. They both run and don't go to their car, because they felt that Rebecca must be waiting for them there. That's why they run back to the house again. And they go there and close the door. Now Teddy tries to call the police. But because of the signal, he had to go outside again. But there they heard Rebecca's voice, who was following them like a crazy person. He quickly goes back inside the house. They now lock the door. Just then, They see that Rebecca was outside, who was looking at them in a scary way. She had the keys to their car in her hand. She was slowly moving towards them. When she comes to the door, Claire says to her, "Look, whatever we saw in the jungle, we won't tell anyone about it. Please let us go from here." After hearing this, Rebecca left. That's when Claire goes to the storage room where it was forbidden to go, so that she can find another way out of this house. On the other hand, Teddy was keeping an eye on Rebecca. On going to the storage room, Claire sees a gold bed there and some food items. She understood that Rebecca had lied to them, that she lives in the house nearby. But she used to stay here. And while staying here, she was keeping an eye on them through the camera. Claire was able to see on a big screen of the computer that Teddy is keeping an eye on Rebecca by lifting a rod. Just then, he hears Rebecca's voice. She says that a man came to live with his wife in my house. I killed him because he didn't want me to live with him. Claire was not able to hear these things. Just then, she sees that the internet is running very well here. That's when she makes a video and uploads it, saying that the police should be sent here soon. My life is in danger. This video was just being uploaded. Just then, Rebecca comes from behind. She comes and says, "I have put microphones in this house. I can easily listen to all the tenants here. You used to call me crazy, didn't you?" Teddy was still looking at the cameras outside. Just then, he hears a noise from the storage room. It was Claire's scream. When he goes there and sees, Rebecca was holding Claire's hair tightly. And she was sitting with a knife to kill her. She cuts Claire's throat with a knife right in front of Teddy. Seeing this, Teddy runs outside to save himself. Rebecca was going behind him to catch him. That's when she also attacks him with a knife. Now because of the knife, Teddy was badly injured. He couldn't even walk properly. He stumbles and falls to the ground. That's when Rebecca came out through the secret door. Seeing her, Teddy runs again. Rebecca was also making videos behind him. She was also talking like a YouTuber, saying that she has hunted 2 today. 1 is still left. Teddy had lost a lot of blood. He bumps into something on the way. When he sees, there was the same man and the cat's corpse that were killed by Rebecca earlier. Seeing all this, Teddy was even more scared. Now he runs towards his car. But the door of the car was closed. He also calls the police. Just then, the car starts making sound loudly, because of which he was having trouble calling. The sounds of the car were coming from Rebecca's pressing the remote again and again. Rebecca wanted to confuse him like this until she reached him. When Rebecca reaches him, she sees that Teddy was just about to die sitting on the back of the car. Now Rebecca takes the ring out of Teddy's pocket first and wears it on her finger, which he wanted to give to Claire. Then she kills him with a knife. She put his corpse in the trunk of the car and came back to her house. She comes back and washes her hands full of blood. Then she takes the ring out of her hand and puts it in her neck chain. Then she goes to the storage room and sees that the video that Claire had made had been uploaded, in which she had asked for help. Seeing this, Rebecca gets a little worried. But after reading the comments of the viewers, she is a little reassured. Because everyone was understanding that Claire is doing all this drama to increase her views so that her video goes viral. No one was believing her. Seeing this, Rebecca gets happy. She left the video running on the computer and went to put Claire's corpse in place while smiling. So this was the story of Rebecca Psycho, who used to kill every tenant who came to her house like this. So with this, movie ends here.